Hey everybody, and welcome to another episode here at Tribal Trades, the daily show coming at you from the great state of Florida. One hell of a drug. And I do want to welcome you to the channel today, wherever you are tuning in from around the world. Thanks for watching. Today we're going to talk about there can be only one. Of course, if you've watched the great classic movie Highlander, you know the tagline and know exactly what I'm talking about. And so before we get to all of that, if you're wondering what that is, you're about to find out. Smash the like button. This helps get this channel out to more people and does help support the channel. Of course, all of your wonderful kind comments also help support the channel. Thank you so much. You take the time to write it. I take the time to read it. And those questions that you ask in the comments section, I do get back to those as soon as I am able to. However, if you'd like more immediate engagement and interaction with me, you can find me in the Stocks with Josh Discord. I have my own Crowned Traders channel in there where I share education, insights, resources, some of my trade setups, as well as entertainment, because I'm not a financial advisor. This is not financial advice. This is for education and entertainment purposes only. Are you not entertained? And of course, as many of you know, I also have my own Discord that I'm starting. I'm staying in the Stocks with Josh Discord as normal. Nothing will change there. However, I'm starting up a smaller, exclusive, by design, limited Discord. All the information for both the Stocks with Josh Discord and an opportunity there to join my Discord. There is a wait list. So if you click below in the description, you might need to click the more button. You'll see the links for the Stocks with Josh Discord. And then there is an email address to email that you would like to join the wait list. We already have people in the Discord. Those who currently do live one-on-one trainings with me, you have received your invitation there. So please check the messages that I've sent you there. A few of you have already jumped in. And then today, for anybody that has done training with me, like a one-off training, a live one-off training, you have an exemption. So you will get your invitation today. So make sure you've emailed me there, claim your exemption. You'll get email today and you can get access today. Now, of course, when you sign up and pay, it goes into the wait list of the Discord. I have to match the email address that you emailed me from to make sure that you are getting the exemption. And of course, when you do get an email, if you're on the wait list and you come get the email, then I will check it, I'll match it and let you in. If you have a different email address in your Discord than what you're emailing, you'll need to let me know so I can make sure I match them correctly, okay? All right, so we're gonna jump into the news today. And of course, what do we have? We have Molly just showing the superiority of Bitcoin, really. The first time Bitcoin hits 100K, ETH is at 4K. Second time, ETH is at 3.9. The third time Bitcoin hits 100K, ETH is at 3.7. Fourth time Bitcoin hits 100K, ETH is at 3.4. Fifth time, you get the drift, ETH is at 3K. There can be only one. And as we see down here, Rex Capital, 8 of the last 12 Februaries dating back to 2013 have produced double-digit upsides. Generally, February has been bullish. Hang in there, but you know what's coming. Jim Cramer just said, I own Bitcoin, you should own Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a great thing to add and have in your portfolio. Why didn't he say sell it? So a little bit concerned there. And of course, we have the FOMC meeting that is coming up, okay? And so we have to be careful that on Wednesday, we have the Fed rate decision, probably going to stay the same. The current administration is pushing hard for it to come down. I don't think there's going to be a hike. However, people are more concerned about when Fed Powell speaks because he's been a bit of a loose cannon and he crashed the markets in December. It was unnecessary and unneeded. However, it did provide an opportunity for buying the dip. I will say this, that we're not yet done with January. We could still see some more downside there before we start to see some upside. Super Bowl Sunday is where I have earmarked to really have a litmus test the week after Super Bowl Sunday to see what the market sentiment is like. So Benjamin Cowan said here, interesting, the early 2017 correction took Bitcoin back to the 2016 high. If 2025 is like 2017, then maybe it retests the 2024 high around 73K. Wouldn't that be fun? Said no one ever. I don't even want to see 73K until the bear market. And then we have Vitalik doesn't buy Ethereum, only sells it. Ripple doesn't buy XRP, only sells it. The US doesn't buy UST, only prints it. There can be only one Bitcoin. Wake up, okay? And then, of course, Ma'i Pa'i brings a little bit of perspective to the market here, talking about how the only people that are selling Bitcoin are the market makers and the exchanges that are liquidating people to the upside and the downside. And that's why we cover on the show every day the yellow brick road, because it has been very relevant to that. But let's first of all jump into the price action here. And first and foremost, it's kind of steady as she goes. We saw that little bit of I think, a liquidation hunt. That's all it was, to liquidate the longs, the over leveraged longs out. And possibly we're heading up to now liquidate those shorts at about 106. It wouldn't surprise me if we got back around here, but we're going to look at the yellow brick road at the moment. We can see that the 20 EMA on the daily is providing support and has provided support since we got back above it. We've had a few times where we've gone under it there and has provided support. Of course, the 50-day moving average at 98. If we were to see a more severe dip, we've got that 98K tribal trades trend line, and the yellow is a double Fibonacci at 108 as well. And of course, we've got the double Fibonacci at 92,878, which is the 100-day moving average is moving up. Remember, we covered this weeks ago, and it was back down around these levels down here. But now we have the 200 EMA starting to creep up as well. This is all very good, because if we have any kind of a dump for the end of January, these levels are really going to be strong levels. This is now up to 76, the 200 simple moving average. The 200 EMA on the daily is currently at 81,800, and the 100-day simple is at about 91,900. So this would be quite a strong level there to hold for Bitcoin. Now, of course, the upside targets we have is back at this 108 level. Of course, we've got a little bit of resistance here, as we've seen here and over here. Couldn't really break through that, tried, struggle. We got this long bearish pin bar candle here, and then that just led us to more downside, even though there was a little bit of a fake out and then down to the downside. And of course, this was a pretty strong wick. I think that might have even come down to 97. Where did that candle actually come down to? Yes, 97, 777.77. I like that. Lots of sevens in there. And so what we have here is this held quite well. So there were three. This is why I have these averages here. The 20 EMA on the daily, the 50-day moving average simple, and the 50 EMA on the daily, they all together held. And we actually didn't close below the 20 EMA on the daily. So that's one to look out for there. Now, of course, I'm expecting us in February to get up to this 113 level, and then I'm got my eye on this 122 level. There are lots of levels in between there. You can see there's some more Fibonacci's, but these double Fibonacci levels are the key ones for us to break through. I identified this a while ago and have been saying many times, this is time to sell, time to sell. And of course, at some point we are going to break through, and there's nothing wrong with taking a little bit of profits off the table at 108. You don't have to completely sell out of your position. You can just take some profits off the table. Of course, it rejects. That's a good time, but sometimes it'll reject and then pop back up above. You can just take more profits at the next level and so forth. Again, I believe this is a trader's market. Some people were saying, oh, did you sell all your HODL bags? I didn't sell them. I have changed their title to a swing bag. So I still have them, but I'm going to trade them like a swing bag. I didn't dump them. I didn't sell them. I did take profits on a whole bunch of stuff, like I did over here at 108. I did at 109. And I am being more aggressive with my profit taking. And the HODL bags now, I'm no longer just waiting long periods of time. I'm just going to trade them on the swings. I'm going to be taking profits on the pumps. I'm going to be adding on the dumps. And then, of course, I have my day trade scalp bag where I'm just in and out as many times as I can in a trade. And I will be doing some videos soon on some of those trading strategies, leverage trading, etc. I know many of you have been asking and patiently waiting for that. You will be rewarded with your patience there. And of course, I did de-risk, and I have gotten rid of what I feel to be non-multi-cycle coins. So if I feel a coin is not going to last through the bear market into the next bull market, I've either de-risked or gotten rid of it there. And of course, we know that meme coins in particular will get hit the hardest. Most will go to zero. Most will never recover. And the ones that do may not recover much of what they lost. High risk plays right there. Okay. So meme coins now for me is more of a trade in and out rather than a long-term hold, because at any time when the bear market ends, those are coins that I definitely do not want to be holding. But if I get stuck with any coins during a bear market, if we see a sudden capitulation, they've got to be the stronger tokens such as Sui and Solana, Potenza Tau, and a couple of others there I've shared in the Discord. And I also shared in yesterday's video the 7 coins that I was buying yesterday or looking to buy yesterday. Okay, let's look at the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. Follow the yellow brick road. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And we have a bit of indecision there. We've got some equally to the top there at 103, 104, and to the bottom down at 101. Not a clear picture there. 24 hours sometimes gives us a little bit more and hasn't really. So let's jump to the 48 hour. And we do have more to the upside there at 103. There's 78 million there on the 3-day. We're starting to see it really build up to the top. 106, that was the level identified yesterday, 106. And I think there's going to be still a lot of liquidity there, 106 to 108. Obviously, to the downside, there is still some there down to 98. And as we zoom out, it just gets more there. We can see a lot there stacked to 109, 110. So I would be really shocked if the market makers don't go back up there and get that stuff. And of course, we've got 106, 107. To the downside, let's just be nervous. There is a 96K level in there with 156 million. And we did come pretty close to it yesterday, but we didn't keep going. So that was a little bit of a surprise. And then even further down there at 90,000, 124 million, back down to the bottom. But we are still trading in the range, and I like to take it level to level there. I think we'll see very similar there as well. Yes, we've got the big level up the top at 109,000. There's 280 million there, so it just seems like we are going to go up and get that at some point sooner rather than later. But if you look here, what have I said all along? We're trading in the new range. So we deviated below and tested, I think this is quite bullish, that we tested the previous range and we had a bullish buy, and this is a pin bar candle that is quite bullish. And so what that would mean that I would expect us to continue to trade between this around 99, 800, 100,000 up to the top of the range being around 108, 109,000, almost 110. So we're now trading currently in this range, which would mean I would look to enter at the bottom of this range and then sell either in the middle of this range here, and then, or if it breaks through there, sell at the top of the range. Again, if we come back down and hold support in the middle of the range, you buy in the middle of the range, sell on the top of the range. Or for some people, you just buy in the bottom of the range, sell at the top of the range, rinse, repeat. And you can do that for all the altcoins once you establish and find the ranges. So right now, unless we get some capitulation event from the FOMC tomorrow, which is, of course, quite possible, we don't know what's coming. And we don't know if he's suddenly going to turn on the charm and behave himself and be very dovish. That would be a nice surprise. We just don't know. I'm going to be fairly light on my trading. Have those stop losses set, of course. Be prepared for anything and everything. And until the next episode, happy trading.